Have you ever reached a point on your journey where you simply pause, take a breath, and ask, what is the one deep pattern in my life that requires my attention to find true peace? Take a moment to quiet your mind. Imagine 5 timeless images from the natural world appearing in your awareness. They aren't just pictures, they are reflections of deep inner currents. See the steadfast mountain, the flowing river, the mysterious deep ocean, the winding path, and the ancient, resilient tree. Each of these represents a fundamental energy, a different way that life expresses itself through you. Timeless wisdom doesn't always come in words. It often appears as an inner resonance, a feeling of being drawn towards something without quite knowing why. The image that calls to you now is not a random choice. It is your own inner awareness recognizing a truth that is ready to surface. This quiet pull, this instant feeling of connection, is your spirit pointing toward the very lesson it needs to learn. So let us begin. Breathe deeply. Observe the 5 images before you in your mind's eye. Allow one to stand out. The image that resonates with you most strongly holds a profound insight into what your spirit is seeking and the wisdom needed to restore your inner harmony. Ancient teachings often used the language of nature, not because it was simple, but because it was true. A symbol from nature is a quiet language that moves past the busy mind and speaks directly to your inner being. It is a message written in form, in energy, and in silence. Sages understood that every shape in nature, the curve of a riverbank, the strength of a tree's roots, the solitude of a mountain peak, holds a specific wisdom. To them, these were not just objects, but living teachers. When you feel a connection to the ocean or find peace in the forest, you are tuning your own energy to a specific, grounding vibration. The same process is happening here. We believe we are choosing the image, but often the wisdom within the image is choosing us, whispering, I hold a truth your spirit needs to remember. Each image we will explore, the mountain, the river, the ocean, the path, and the tree, is a doorway. Behind each lies a clear reflection of who you are, what resistance you hold, and what your spirit is gently guiding you to become. So as we explore them, listen not with your mind's logic, but with the quiet wisdom of your heart. Often, your spirit already holds the answer. It is simply waiting for your gentle attention. This is a journey into your own inner landscape. If you're ready to discover what it has to show you, I invite you to join our community of fellow travelers by subscribing and sharing this path with others. The journey is always richer when we walk it together. To affirm your readiness to listen to your inner wisdom, take a moment now to write this simple phrase in the comments below. My path is within. This is your quiet declaration to yourself that you are open to the guidance that is already here. Now, let us explore what your choice reveals. If you found yourself drawn to the mountain, your spirit speaks through the symbol of unwavering strength, the enduring presence that witnesses the passing of clouds and seasons. The mountain represents resilience, stability, and the quiet authority to define your own landscape. However, for you, this powerful energy carries a hidden insight, one that speaks of a deep weariness beneath your fortitude. You have poured immense energy into building your world, creating security for others, and being the solid ground on which they stand. But now, the very structures you built may feel like they are closing in. The responsibilities that once defined your success now feel like a heavy weight. You are tired of being the silent pillar for all. You long for the space to simply be. This is the challenge of the mountain, the master of its domain who sometimes forgets it can simply exist without holding up the sky. You may find yourself wondering about the paths you did not take. But understand this truth: the path you have walked was never a mistake. Every challenge was an invitation from the part of you that learns through strength, not through ease. The way forward is not to abandon your responsibilities. It is to inhabit them with awareness. The mountain teaches that freedom is not found by escaping your place in the world, but by ruling your inner kingdom with compassion, by letting go of the need for perfect control. The guidance is clear and profound. Make peace with the choices that led you here. They were yours, and they forged the very strength you possess. Acknowledge them with honor, and you will find your freedom. The power you seek has not gone anywhere. It remains in your silent, steadfast presence. If the image of the river is what captured your attention, your spirit is grappling with the ceaseless flow of life and change. You might feel as though you are caught in a quiet eddy, watching the main current of life pass you by, held back by something that has already gone. A past experience, a loss, a regret, a disappointment that never fully healed, may have anchored your heart in a single moment. You continue to function, to move forward, but a deep part of you remains in the past, waiting for a different outcome that will never come. But the river is not an adversary. It is the most honest of teachers, reminding us that nothing is ever truly static. Every sunrise, every farewell, every breath is part of a flow that moves from one moment to the next. Your spirit's message is this: stop resisting the current of life. It is not taking from you, it is shaping you. The passage of time is not decay, it is a process of refinement. The past does not hold you prisoner. It has carved the beautiful landscape of your character. You are not the same person who was hurt. You have already flowed into something stronger, something more. The release from this inner stillness is found in gentle acceptance. When you make peace with the moment that held you back, you release the future that is waiting for you. When you align with the flow, you discover its deepest secret. It is not moving against you. It is moving as you. The wisdom of the river is this: be here, be now. You cannot change the course the river has already traveled, but you can navigate the waters that lie ahead. From this moment forward, the flow of life is not your opponent. It is your guide. If you chose the deep ocean, you are navigating the vast, unseen currents of your own inner world. The ocean is a mirror of our deepest consciousness. It holds that which the light of the everyday mind does not touch. Your heart may be a space of unspoken tides, unexpressed feelings, quiet sorrows, or a profound sense of longing you cannot quite name. This may be why your spirit feels restless at times. The ocean calls for your attention because it invites you to acknowledge the truth that lies beneath the surface. You cannot ignore what is asking to be understood. Every feeling you push down becomes a deep current that influences your life in unseen ways, in moments of sudden melancholy, in dreams, in your reactions to the world. But here, in this depth, is also your liberation. The darkness of the unknown loses its power the moment it is met with gentle awareness. The ocean invites you to simply witness, not to judge. If there is anger, let it be seen. If there is grief, let it have space. If there is a powerful love that has remained unspoken, allow it to rise. You do not need to fight your inner tides. You only need to acknowledge their presence. What you accept can no longer control you from the shadows. The quiet power of the ocean is purification. It does not destroy feelings. It integrates them into a larger wisdom. The guidance for you is this: stop trying to present a calm surface when there is a storm below. Allow yourself to feel honestly, without apology or fear. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is the very connection between the self you know and the deeper self you are becoming. The ocean's depths may be dark, but they hold the greatest treasures. That, gentle traveler, is your path to wholeness. If your heart chose the winding path, your spirit is asking for a new sense of direction and meaning. You may feel as if you are standing at a fork in the road, unsure of which way to turn, or whether your efforts are truly leading you anywhere meaningful. You have started to question the familiar maps you once trusted, your beliefs, your goals, the very story of who you are. It can feel as if the world has become a puzzle and you are no longer certain which direction leads forward. But here is a profound truth. The path is not about finding the right way outside of you. It is about discovering your own way from within. This is a symbol of an awakening awareness. Every question you hold, every doubt that arises in your heart, is not a sign that you are lost. It is proof that your spirit is outgrowing its old container. Perhaps life has begun to feel routine, predictable, or empty. You feel you have walked these same roads many times before. This feeling of emptiness is not an end. It is the sacred space before a new journey begins. It is your spirit whispering, "It is time to explore again." The path reminds you that curiosity is a sacred act. Seek out new knowledge. Have conversations that stretch your mind. Journey to places you have never been. Every new experience holds a piece of the clarity you seek. For truth is not a destination we arrive at. It is a quality of presence we cultivate along the journey. The wisdom from the path is this: expand your world by expanding your mind. Let curiosity be your compass, and wisdom will be your companion. Each time you dare to step into the unknown, you will discover that the path was never leading outward. It was always leading you deeper into yourself. If your spirit felt a kinship with the ancient tree, you are a person of deep sensitivity, with an open heart that naturally attunes to the world around you. You sense things that others may miss: the unspoken feeling in a room, the quiet struggle of a friend, the subtle energy between people. This empathy is both your greatest gift and your heaviest challenge. The tree has always been a symbol of shelter and grounding, a living bridge between the earth and sky, offering protection to all who rest beneath its branches. To choose it means your spirit is asking for grounding and restoration. Somewhere along your path, you may have felt drained, or as if you were weathering too many storms. Not from a person, perhaps, but from atmospheres, from constant stress, or from unseen demands on your energy. A feeling of emotional fatigue or unquiet thoughts can be signs that your own roots have become shallow. But the message of the tree is not one of fear. It is a reminder that resilience is already within you. You are never truly overcome by external forces, only momentarily disconnected from your own source of strength. The moment you return to your own center, these other energies lose their influence. Forgive yourself for the times you felt you weren't strong enough. Those were not moments of failure. They were signs that your heart chose to remain open even when it was difficult. That openness, that compassion, when rooted in deep self-respect, becomes your greatest protection. The tree whispers, "Be still, rebuild your foundation, nourish your spirit. You are secure. Take the time to rest, to breathe, to return to what is essential." The most profound secret is this: the true strength that sustains you comes not from an external shield, but from your own deep connection to your inner ground. The moment you honor your own needs, your energy becomes unshakable. This inner work, this path of self-awareness, is a form of transformation. The ancient masters may not have been turning lead into gold, but rather turning the heavy weight of human struggle into the light of wisdom. The true workshop for this change is not some secret chamber. It is within you. Your resistance is the raw material. Your awareness is the gentle heat. And your unfolding is the priceless result. Each image you have explored here, the mountain, the river, the ocean, the path, and the tree, is a part of that inner journey. The mountain teaches you to embody your strength with peace. The river teaches you to flow with life, not against it. The ocean teaches you to embrace your depths without fear. The path teaches you to find wisdom in questioning and exploring, and the tree teaches you to ground your energy in self-compassion. Together, they form a map of the spirit's journey from confusion to clarity. The more you understand their quiet messages, the more your own awareness expands, softly reshaping the world you experience. For this journey was never about changing what is outside. It was always about transforming what is inside. Every challenge you meet is not a setback. It is an opportunity to refine your being, to let go of what is false and reveal what is true. Hardship becomes purpose. Doubt becomes discovery. And the person you thought you were gently dissolves to allow for someone wiser, stronger, and more free to emerge. You are the gentle steward of your own unfolding. The great elements of life are not forces outside of you. They are the currents of your own heart. You hold the space for transformation. You decide when to begin. Now, take another slow, conscious breath. Allow these insights to settle within you, like rain sinking into fertile earth. This was not simply an exercise. It was a moment of dialogue with your deeper self. The image you were drawn to reflected not some distant future, but the present truth of your spirit. You may have come here seeking an answer, but the deep truth is, the answer was already within you. The image simply helped you bring it into focus. That is the true power of this work, not to create something new, but to awaken what has always been present. The mountain showed you that great strength must be balanced with rest. The river reminded you that every change is simply the unfolding of your journey. The ocean revealed the peace that comes from accepting your inner world without judgment. The path celebrated the power of curiosity and new beginnings, and the tree reconnected you to the grounding force of your own self-respect. As you continue on your way, see your life not as a series of problems to be solved, but as a beautiful process of unfolding. You are not broken. You are evolving. Every difficulty you have overcome is a mark of your resilience. Every question you hold is a sign of your growing wisdom, and every choice you make, from this moment on, shapes the quiet peace within your heart. In the end, the greatest treasure you can cultivate is not external success. It is a deep and abiding peace. Peace with where you have been, peace with where you are, and peace with the beautiful mystery of where you are going. Carry that peace forward, because the real power was never in the image you chose. It has always been, and will always be, in the one who is choosing. If this journey of self-discovery resonates with you, I invite you once more to subscribe and become part of a community committed to living with awareness and intention. Your presence here makes our collective journey stronger.